What's going on, guys? My name's Long Sensation, and today we've got for you guys some more Call of Duty 2016 news and information. Now in today's video we are going to be answering one simple question that has been on everybody's mind, and that is, will Call of Duty 2016 created by Infinity Ward contain Exo Suits or brand new Exo mechanics? So in this video I will be breaking down that answer. I think that quite a lot of people are going to be against what I'm going to say in regards to this, or they are going to agree with it, but they're not going to be happy. And in this video, I'm going to break it all down for you guys. I'm going to show you all of the evidence to support the fact that, yes, I do believe that the next Call of Duty title will contain Exo Suits. But first, if you did miss my previous two videos in which I talked about the future of Call of Duty, and also what will Call of Duty 2016 be in terms of its title, Call of Duty Ghosts 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, or of course a different title, then click on screen right now on one of the annotations, or check out the description below in which I'm going to link those videos as well. So I definitely recommend you guys checking those out first, and if you have, well then let's get into the fact and answer the question, will Call of Duty 2016 contain Exo Suits? So this is something that I've been wondering myself for quite a while, and I have actually had my own theory on this. And you've got to bear in mind that this video is completely speculation and complete theories. However, if the next Call of Duty title is Call of Duty Ghosts 2 or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, or indeed another Modern Warfare or something like that in terms of its time setting being in the modern time or future, then yes, it will contain Exo Suits. Of course, if it's a World War II game, then no, it won't. But for this principle of this video, we are going to be covering the fact that, yes, it will be a modern / future title, and yes, it will contain Exo Suits, and I'll explain why right now. So as you can see on screen right now, here you can see the past Call of Duty titles, the past 5 Call of Duty titles, and then of course Call of Duty 2016 there towards the bottom. So we have Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and then COD 2016. These took between 2 and 3 years to develop, which of course is a bad thing in regards to the 2-year development cycle. Of course, back in 2013 until, of course, Sledgehammer Games was announced, it was basically a 2-year development cycle. We had Treyarch, then Infinity Ward, then Treyarch, then Infinity Ward, which meant that essentially the games was rushed. And if you're not aware, games usually take between 4 and 8 years to develop a fully fledged game. So, of course, Treyarch and Infinity Ward had to basically do that in half of the time, which meant there was a lot of bugs with the games. Sometimes the game was not fully completed, and sometimes there was major issues with the games, which of course had a dramatic effect in terms of people enjoying or not enjoying the Call of Duty series. However, as well as this, because of this 2-year development cycle, they could actually adjust to what the players wanted, to what the customers, being us, the Call of Duty community, wanted. We gave them feedback, and then they implemented it into the game and also add innovation to the game. Although we might not see it now, things such as specialist and these point streaks within Black Ops 2, etc. They was actually innovation, and they made the game better. So moving on to Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3 and COD 2016, yes, they've all had a 3-year development cycle, which means that they've essentially had an extra year to develop their games, which means that basically the games are going to be a little bit better. They're going to be have less problems, they're going to have better graphics, and a lot more time's going to go into actually making the game a good game. However, 3 years is still actually pretty short, and this actually poses a massive problem for Activision and of course Call of Duty as a whole, and I'll explain why right now by taking a look at this. So here we can see Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, COD 2016. We can see the lines, the yellow line, the orange line, and the grey line, which depicts their development cycle took place. So for Advanced Warfare, it took place from 2011 all the way to 2014. Black Ops 3 was started development in 2012 to 2015, and then COD 2016 took place in development 2013 to 2016. Now, where this becomes a big problem is the fact that Call of Duty and Activision basically wanted to implement a brand new era to the Call of Duty franchise. They listened to Call of Duty feedback, of course, with the fact that people wasn't happy that the games was being rushed, so they added a new studio, which was Sledgehammer Games. They then created their own game and then added this brand new era to the Call of Duty franchise, being these Exo Suits. And you've got to bear in mind that throughout all of this, you've got to keep it in the back of your mind that they always emphasized on the fact that Advanced Warfare was going to be a brand new game and a brand new era to Call of Duty. So please do bear that in mind when I'm explaining this explanation. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put our line diagram back on screen right now. However, this time what I've decided to do is add in another timeline, which is going to be the New Era timeline. Now, this New Era timeline is the time in which Activision told each individual developer that they want to see a new era to Call of Duty, and of course this was the Exo Suits. So of course it started in 2011, they told Sledgehammer Games that Exo Suits need to be within the game. In 2012 they told Treyarch after their Black Ops 2 release that they would like to see Exo Suits within Black Ops 3, and then within 2013, after Call of Duty Ghosts was released, they told Infinity Ward that a brand new era is coming to Call of Duty and they would like to see Exo Suits within their game as well. Now, where this becomes a massive problem in terms of this 3-year development cycle is the fact that they wasn't going to know if Exo Suits was either going to be a good thing for the Call of Duty franchise or a bad thing. And this is some huge information that you need to note, because quite simply they wasn't going to know if Exo Suits was either going to be good or bad until Advanced Warfare is released. And when Advanced Warfare was released, a lot of people didn't like the Exos, they didn't like this brand new era, and essentially a lot of the community said basically we want to see a Call of Duty World War II game. Now this is where it becomes a massive problem, because I'm going to add now another timeline to our diagram, which is depicted by that brown line towards the bottom of the diagram. Now you can see the monumental problem that Activision actually have with this kind of whole situation with the 3-year development cycle. So I would say that a lot of people, especially a lot of the core Call of Duty fans, wanted to see a Call of Duty World War II shooter round about the beginning of Advanced Warfare, when they realised that, you know, these Exo Suits wasn't really working and they didn't really enjoy it because it kind of messed, you know, the core multiplayer, core mechanics and stuff like that. I would say that a lot of people wanted a World War II shooter, and especially on YouTube, that's when all of the circulation started flying around, was just after Call of Duty Advanced Warfare's release, when everybody was saying that they wanted Treyarch to release World War II, and that's when honestly I believe that the main kind of Call of Duty Community Backlash actually began to happen. So this is where the massive monumental problem actually begins, or should I say it is ending, is the fact that Activision did not know that Exo Suits would not work within Call of Duty until 2014, but by then they told every single Call of Duty developer that they would like to see Exo Suits within their games. For example, Treyarch could have had exactly the same Exo mechanics to Advanced Warfare, but because they seen the backlash that the Exo Suits didn't really work, that they kind of toned it down, so to speak, because when Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was released with the Exo Suits, they couldn't stop emphasizing on the fact that the Exo Suits was a more fluid movement to Advanced Warfare, etc, etc, and that's what I believe will happen with Call of Duty 2016. So it is one thing to note that Infinity Ward could have realized that, you know, that the Exo Suits wasn't working around about a year into development of Call of Duty 2016, so they could have potentially scrapped it and just made a brand new game in the 2 years that they had. However, I do highly doubt that that is the case. I think that they would have stuck with the business plan and the business format that Activision told them, and I think that Sledgehammer Games is also going to release Advanced Warfare 2 when it's their turn in 2017, but then I honestly do think that Treyarch is going to kind of wow fans over once again with a World at War 2, and of course I believe that they will incorporate some kind of Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 remaster, as well as a combination with Black Ops 3 to kind of boost the sales in terms of the microtransaction side of Call of Duty, in which I did do a video on that a couple of days ago. The link will be down in the description below. That's called The Future of Call of Duty. So let me know what you think in the comment section below of this kind of theory of mine. I think that it is entirely logical, and I think that it is completely possible hopeful that this is going to be the case moving forward into the next couple of years of Call of Duty. I think we have still honestly got around 2 years before we actually do get to see a World War II or a World War II shooter, should I say, from a Call of Duty developer, because quite simply I think that Sledgehammer Games is kind of set on the fact of this advanced warfare kind of scheme and stuff like that. I remember in an interview where Glenn Schofield stated that they just love the idea of advanced warfare, and I believe he even mentioned blowing up the moon. So there you go, towards the end of the video you've got some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare 2 confirmed intel that Call of Duty Advanced Warfare 2 in the campaign will be blowing up the moon. So anyway guys, that is going to be pretty much it from me. I've been Long Sensation, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.